we were seeing immature behaviors. We were seeing, I think some teachers would call it an addiction to cell phones, but I would call it a reliance, because that is how kids communicated for several months. You know, that's how they spoke with their friends. That's how they communicate with their family. That's how they sometimes communicate with their family inside their own home when they were all together. You know, there were a lot of concerns about screen time and supervision, and also eating around the clock, like things that we didn't even anticipate that weren't bad things. They were just happening, right? And so we had, in that 2021-22 school year, a lot of reflection, I think, as an administrative and faculty team and our staff. And we knew that our kids were feeling, I don't want to say immature, like it's a bad thing, but they just hadn't had that practice at being in school. And so there was like a unique, almost decline in social skills, and also trying to figure out curricularly, where were those declines? And so we focused hard 2022, and we started to bring back this idea of PBIS with our IU partners, Don Moss and Christine Sanker, who are amazing. Hey, how do we address these things? We don't want to just aim for the sky and kind of forget about the reality of our context in school. And they were extremely helpful in saying, like, all right, let's set some small goals. And that's really when we found Jostens Renaissance programming. We were like, wow, this completely aligns with what we're trying to do, not just for kids and with kids, but for our staff, who I think, you know, you saw a national decline of people in the education field in the past 3-4 years. And so I think we want to push back against that. We want to make school and work a place that people love coming. We want kids to look forward to going to their classes, and we want staff to look forward to teaching them and being with our kids. So we really kind of use Jostens as this like catapult. Their specific and applicable suggestions for monthly celebrations or things that you could do. They were so easy, but also effective, and they created this magic. And so I think in the 2022-23 school year, things got a little bit better, and we were able to, I think, like standardize some processes, right? And getting that feedback from kids and staff in real time. And then last year, with Jostens, we just really, I think, hit it out of the park, because I think our kids were coming out of that place feeling more supported. I think our staff was, and I think the Jostens things really just kind of like, I don't want to say close things because they were so fun, but it really just was like, oh wow, this is what school can be. This is fun. And having, like, we had a speaker, Mr. Gonzalez came and spoke to our school, and that was so powerful. And they had a shared experience among staff and students. And it created like this magic. Like there was definitely a different hum in the building. It was like Jostens was kind of this magic piece that we had been trying so hard to rally our kids around something. And that was the something. And that was the thing that kind of got everybody like, wow, this is fun. So I don't know. That's a very long-winded roundabout way to say thanks, Jostens. And it just tied all the things together that we knew we needed.